I'm gonna cut that part out. So now I've done that. Is it appropriate for a woman to propose to a man? It's Divine D. Yeah, that's she. Remix. I don't know why they think she couldn't do it. I mean, who you know gonna get you to the top? When you say I won't stop, cause you just can't flop. Lets you know you great, pushes you to graduate. Just know you ain't. It's never too late. Minutes Victorian, no more stop story. He never leaves my side. He's in the blink of an eye. Let me tell you why. He hears my cries, no matter what. Even if I'm stuck, it's never luck. Doesn't matter where you are, have no shame or fear at all. Your voice goes beyond them church four walls. It's Divine D, that she, and welcome back. Hey, my chosen. I'm not finished. Hey, my chosen ones, and welcome back to another video with your girl. And in today's video, we are doing a Christian relationship Q&A. And I figured this will be the perfect person to do it with.
Hi.
Alright, anyway. I finally have a Christian male's perspective. Yeah. So, I have a list of questions here on my laptop, so if I'm looking down, that is what I'm looking down at. And if I seem like my eyes are like fading, it's because this ring light is really bright, and I don't have on my anti-blue light glasses. So, I can barely see y'all. So, yeah. So, anyways, yeah, introduce yourself.
Wagwan, my name is Jalen. You know what I'm saying? My name is Jalen for me. You know what I'm saying? We've been friends for
7
months. 7 months. Maybe like 7 months, you know what I'm saying? For me. So, you know, just doing a solid rating. Just want to give my perspective on the video. And yeah, I'm gonna enlighten y'all and put y'all on. Word, you know?
So, first question. Is it right for a Christian to date or marry a non-Christian? Honest thoughts.
Honest thoughts? Is it right or
just honest thoughts. Anything. How do you feel about it?
I don't see a problem with it.
Elaborate.
Yeah, I don't see a problem with it. I mean, I feel like it's okay to have different perspectives. Even when it comes to religion, I feel like you guys still have like a bond, a good bond, a communication. It's all gonna work out. You know what I mean? Like, you know, I need to elaborate more. Cause that, but I feel like if you guys have a bond, if you guys like really like each other, like I don't think that, like, as long as you respect their boundaries of their religion and they respect whatever you believe in, it shouldn't be a problem.
In my opinion, I would never do it.
Jesus,
I'm just gonna be honest. I would never do it. I feel like it's not even that I just feel like, but also biblically, us Christians, we don't date. There's many who do it. I'm not saying. Okay, back up. There's many who do it. I would never do it personally because biblically, unequally yoked couples, you can't. It doesn't clash the same way. I feel like you have to actually be equally yoked in a relationship or even in marriage for it to work, because you can't be worried about this other person's belief while you're worried about your own. It's Christianity is very to the books. Like, it's one God here. It's not we're choosing different. You're gonna end up clashing, and it's like, which one are you serving? Who are you serving? Are you serving God? Are you serving some other religion or whatever? It's just gonna be too much clashing, and then that's gonna come to problems. Because what happens when it's time to go to church? The other person gonna be like, yeah, no, I'm not. And if you say it to me, I'm really just gonna be like, you gotta go. Because respectfully, it just no. But yeah, I don't. It wouldn't. It wouldn't work. There's many who do it, but I would never do it.
I feel like it also depends on like the connection you guys have for each other as well, though.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because things happen, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that is true. There's many who do make it work, but yeah.
But I feel like depending on how deep you guys get, you know, I'm not trying to switch up my answer or anything, but I feel like it kind of does matter to a certain point, but I feel like if you guys are just getting to know each other, I don't feel like it's a problem. If you guys have differences on certain religions and beliefs.
Are we supposed to be actively looking for a spouse or wait for God to bring a spouse to us? I feel like the Bible does say we're supposed to wait for God to bring our spouse to us, but it's also like, especially from, I'm a female, but from a male perspective, it's like, the Bible does say, he who finds a wife finds a good thing, or something along the lines of that. So technically, you also have to put in the work. Like, you can pray and ask God to help you find your significant other, but I feel like you also have to put in the work. It's just like faith without works is dead. Same goes with prayer. You cannot pray and not put your actions forth and expect something to change. No, you have to pray and you also have to act on the situation. You can't just ask and not be putting in the action. It goes two ways.
You gotta
you gotta meet halfway.
God gonna teach you some water, but you gotta drink it.
Come on now. Yeah. That was a good one. That was a good one. So that's what I think about it personally. I feel like you also have to be looking, even though the Bible, I think, don't quote me, I think it does say that God wasn't, I don't know. But it also does say, he who finds a wife finds a good thing, which means he has to go out and find. God will help you, but you have to go out and find. Let me stop preaching. Go ahead. Say your piece.
I pretty much agree. You know what I'm saying? I'm really on the same page with that. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, I feel like that even what you said, that just goes into life. You know what I mean? Like, just life in general. You know what I mean? Yeah, you gotta pray, but you still gotta put in the effort, you know what I'm saying, to make the prayer work as well, you know what I mean? It's just, when it comes to finding a spouse, anything, you gotta meet God halfway.
Is it wrong for a couple to live together before they are married?
It really depends on the situation, you know what I'm saying? Because I feel like I said, it goes again to how well you guys know each other, you know what I'm saying? If you guys know how to respect boundaries and have self-control, it shouldn't be a problem. You know what I mean? But if you guys do not have that self-control and you guys are not mature enough to do so, then you guys shouldn't be doing that. You know what I mean? So like it depends on the maturity level and like the respect level you guys have for each other. You know what I mean? So it's really yes and no.
I really do feel the same way. Biblically, okay, yes, I'm gonna kill y'all with that. Biblically, I think it does tie into, what does it tie into? I don't think it's adultery, but I think it's something along the lines where it's not really supposed to happen. I can't remember the word I'm trying to say, whether it's morality, adultery, I can't remember. But biblically, I don't think that's supposed to happen. But the way I feel personally, I feel like Jalen said, it really depends on your maturity level. If it's not something you can handle and you know what you're going to get yourself into before you are married, which goes against the grain of the rules of being a Christian and living truthfully, I feel like then you should not live together. But if you can handle it and you know your boundaries, when there are boundaries set and you know your boundaries and everybody else, you know each other's boundaries and you have the willpower to say, no, I need this, that, and the third. I'm not doing this, that, and the third. Cool. Then go ahead. But then again, yeah. So I feel like yes and no, like you said. Should a Christian use a dating service to find a spouse? Meaning like an dating app or...
No.
Thank you. I was hoping you ended up.
No, because now you're forcing it.
Yeah.
You're forcing it. Because, you know what I'm saying? Because, like I said, God won't take you to the water and you're going to do your thing to fight. But that's doing too much. You know what I'm saying? That's doing too much. Because if it's for you, it's going to find you. You know what I mean? So, I feel like just let things play to how they play out and let God do his work. You know what I mean? Just don't force none. because that's how you get into bad crowds that you're not familiar with, and you just get in the type of crowd that that's just not you. You know what I'm saying? Because when you go online, now you're in a whole new atmosphere of people. You know what I'm saying, that you're not familiar with, and just because they look good online, that you going for it. And like, no, that's just let it find you. If it's for you, it's gonna find you. You know what I'm saying? I feel like you should just stand on that and roll with that. You don't need no dating app.
I 100% agree, so I don't really have nothing to add because I agree to everything you said. Next question. I want to kind of add to this question. The question is, this is more like an educational question, not really a question for our opinions, I think. I guess it could be opinions. But what is the difference between dating and courting? And how do you feel about each word?
You go first so I can grasp.
So dating would more so refer to you guys are together and you are doing activities together, you're getting to know each other, you're having fun, getting to know each other, doing activities, going on dates regularly, blah, 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 blah. Whereas courting, you're more in a relationship that's more so serious. You guys are moving into a way where you have plans in the future to one day get married. Me, I don't really like the word dating because I feel like it's just too loosely like. Okay, seems so sorry as a personal. But I don't really like the word dating. I really like. It seems childish to me. I am childish, but it seems very childish to me. I feel like it's just loosely thrown out there. Like it's just loosely thrown all over. Whereas you don't really hear too many people referred to as courting, either because they don't know what it is, or they just never really heard of the word. But I feel like courting is more so the prime example we should be looking up to and looking forward to, especially in this generation, because this generation uses the term dating a lot and they really stick besides that. And it's really evident because you see how many, it's about to get, y'all not gonna like what I'm about to say, but there's so many people who got kids everywhere and they're not married or they get divorced, blah, 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 blah. Most of them, they're not married. They're young folks, they have babies, move on about their life. Whereas courting, I feel like that's something everybody should at least desire or look up to or want, because what is the purpose of dating if you have no intentions of marrying someone? If you're just constantly just hopping from person to person and just being loosely just, when do you plan to get serious? And it's like at that point, if you're just gonna want to be in the mindset of not getting married, just stay friends, because there's not really a point.
I feel you. I really do feel you on that. I feel like people do date a lot. Like people use the word date a lot or go through with dating is, well, because they don't, like you said, they don't know what the word courting means. You know what I mean? They don't know how to go about it. And I feel like the word like forever kind of scares them, and they don't know if they can make that commitment to a person. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? And but they still like that person, but they just so in their head about that word and how to go about this one person. They just, let's just date. You know what I mean? And then whatever happens, and just kind of taking things as they go. Which is okay, you know what I'm saying? And I'm not saying dating is totally a bad thing, because at the end of the day, you're experiencing, you know what I mean, as a young adult, because that's what people do at the young age, especially like a date, you know what I mean? They experience new people, they learn lessons, you know what I'm saying? Because usually if you're dating, it's sometimes, from my experience, like I've been in a relationship, a couple failed relationships, they didn't go well, you know what I'm saying? So like, I feel like those relationships of me dating were, like, I don't regret them, because it kind of like gave me a perspective on how to move, and you know what I'm saying, like how to carry myself, you know what I'm saying, kind of taught me lessons that I kind of had to learn the hard way, you know what I mean? So I feel like it's not bad to date because you do learn lessons, because if you just you just fall in love with, you don't really know what it's like to expect from people who are not going to treat you right, you know what I mean? So I feel like the goal should be courting. It should be courting, because at the end of the day, you don't want to waste your time. You know what I mean? So yeah, I feel like that should always be the motive.
Yeah, I was gonna add on to that, basically saying, I'm not saying the word dating is not totally be thrown out the window. It's like it's kind of like you get somewhere and it's like not staying stagnant like you expect to. It's like you're dating and then eventually at some point, hopefully, that should move over to courting. Like you shouldn't be comfortable staying in one specific spot and be like, I'm gonna stay here forever. Like, yeah, no. Because what are we doing here? It should be ideal dating, and then one day hopefully you can move on to that courting stage and so on and so forth.
But then again, sometimes on how the other person moves. Like say they don't support your goals or their goals are not aligned, you can't go to that courting stage if that's the case. You know what I mean? Because there's certain situations where you gotta let back.
Yeah. But I'm saying in that personal mindset, like as a mindset, as you going into a relationship, it's like, okay, dating, courting, your mindset should not just be solely just dating. Like your mindset, I'm going to this relationship just to like solely. If you don't see, I'm sorry, I'm about to be real truthful, and it's about to sound harsh, but if you don't see yourself marrying a person, you should not be with them. At least one day, if you cannot see that, you should not. I don't care who they are. I don't care how young you are, how old you are. No. If you don't see yourself one day marrying them, you should not be with them. Because if you think about it, what are you doing? And then you have to think about it. If this does get further, do I want to spend my rest of my life with this person? This question kind of ties into, I think we kind of answered this already in one of the other questions. It's just basically, why is living together before marriage considered living in sin? Let me go first.
Yeah, go for it.
Why it's considered a sin is because you're going to be tempted. And the Bible clearly says that you're going to be tempted, which is why the Bible speaks so strongly on marriage and does which is one of the reasons why it speaks so strongly on marriage, because you're going to be tempted, period. Like you're going to be tempted. So I think that's one of the main reasons. And then
one question I could add on, and I feel like you guys are living each other. You're gonna, in the Bible, there's just certain things in a woman you're not supposed to see until marriage, and when you're living together, that is inevitable. You know what I mean? So I feel like just that alone too, kind of like is a sin as well. So
yeah, that's true. That was really good. Should a Christian wear a purity ring? I think it's really up to the person. I don't think it's something that you really have to do or something you don't have to do. It's not in the Bible that you have to have one. It's not really. It just kind of came about where people just, well, for all y'all who really read the Bible front to back, at least I don't think purity ring is in the Bible at all. But it's not like a have to. It's just, I have one just as a reminder. It just serves as a reminder. So I think it's good to have one. And then for those who do know what it means, it's kind of like a warning, like, oh, okay, that person is saving themselves for marriage, da 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 da. Because usually it's worn on your ring finger, which is a finger that you will one day have a wedding ring on. Because if you guys don't know, you're keeping that on until you get married, and it gets replaced by your wedding ring, and then that's when you can take it off. But yeah, mine stays on my ring finger, so yeah. It serves as a reminder. It's not like a necessary have to. It's just, yeah.
I'd say like, yeah, you don't really have to have one. It's always good to have one on, just to, you know what I'm saying, to like get people, like I'm saving myself or something. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like, and on top of that, what's understood don't gotta be said. You know what I'm saying? So,
this is kind of really a general question. Why is finding true love so difficult?
People just don't like commitment, man. You know what I'm saying? For one, people don't like commitment, and people don't like commitment, and just like, and people have so much trauma built up that that's always taking that out on the person that they claim they be with, and it's just so toxic. You know what I mean? It's just a lot of toxic things that go on from how you grew up, from how you were brought up, and to what you put out to the people who care about you. You know what I'm saying? Who see a future with you. And it's just really toxic, especially with this generation. This generation has a lot of like built up trauma, you know what I'm saying, from their childhood, and it's just created this toxic environment where all this stuff that's done now is normalized, like the drinking, smoking, the cussing, the disrespecting the people that brought them into this world. Like it goes deeper than just finding true love. It's just how you were brought up and just how you were raised, how you were taught. You know what I'm saying? It's just like it's so much. It goes so deep. You know what I mean? That's like I have so much to say, but I don't even know where to start. You know what I mean? It's like,
that's why I asked this question.
It's just like it's just so much. It's just so much things wrong with this generation. It's gonna be real hard to find true love, right? I ain't gonna lie.
That's true.
It's gonna be real hard.
I can't even answer that. That was said so perfectly. That's why I wanted to answer the question.
It's so deep.
Okay, this is an I take it back. It's not really in general, but it can be general. But this really, if you think about it biblically, you're gonna have a lot to think about. Is it appropriate? You're gonna automatically say no. I'm just going for you. Is it appropriate for a woman to propose to a man? No. Yeah, y'all heard this. No.
Like, that don't mess with your ego? Like, y'all don't feel like a sucker for that? Like,
exactly.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
exactly.
Respectfully, like, that don't bring y'all from here to like right here. If she like just get on her knees for you, like,
pause.
Like, I'm just saying, like me personally, like, I'll never let a woman like get that. Nah, respectfully, no. You know what I'm saying? Like, I gotta, you know what I'm saying?
It's
like,
really, I think it's really wrong. And even biblically, it's wrong. Forget worldly. Biblically, everything.
Like, how you gonna switch up the flow like that? You done seen all your people, all your ancestors get on their knees for years, and why you gotta switch it up? Why? Just roll with the program, bro. Stop. You know what I'm saying? Like, no.
It's
I feel like that it really is just like that. Like, no.
Biblically, got you. But biblically, it's not okay at all. And even if it was not biblically, it generally wouldn't be. Because if you think about it this way, according to the Bible, the man is supposed to provide, protect, do all of that. He's the leader. He's the leader of the household, leader of
king of the table.
Yeah. So he is supposed to be the one to be first in line to step up to fully he's the leader. So if he's not leading, if you're leading him, how does that look? Because you're setting the example. Oh, I'm gonna lead. No, he's leading you in the relationship, not you leading him. That is not. It's just the thought of it. Just don't sit well with me at all. How should a Christian view long distance relationships? That's gonna be the last question, by the way, guys.
Long distance relationships.
As a Christian, yeah.
As a Christian, I feel like if you guys make that commitment, stick with it. You know what I mean? Regardless of how far it is, because like if you guys already made that commitment, then I don't see why things should go wrong. Like, communication is key, don't get me wrong, especially when y'all long distance. Communication is key, but if you guys got that under control, there's no problem. I feel like the longer distance relationship are the strongest, because you guys are so far and you guys don't have that physical connection.
I was just about to say.
You know what I mean? Like, because you know what I mean? Like say, I don't know, I always say this, I had always said this to my people, was like, if you were to just go ghost, right? Just not text anyone, right? What will all your friends think? Would your friends think that, oh, he's ghosting me, he don't mess with me more? Or they're like, yo, what's going on with him? You know what I'm saying? Most, to keep it a buck, I'm gonna keep it a buck, most of your friends will think you're ghosting them and you don't mess with them no more. You know what I'm saying? That's what they're gonna think. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like that's why long distance relationships are hard, because communication is key, and how you guys know each other, how well you guys know each other, they're gonna be able to see that there's something wrong, and they're gonna hit you up. They're gonna come and find you. You know what I'm saying? Like, you could literally, not even trying to, like, God forbid, pass away. You know what I'm saying? God forbid, pass away. You know what I'm saying? Who's gonna come and check on you? You know what I mean? The people who come and check on you, those are your real friends. Those are your people that are gonna be there for you. You know what I'm saying? Not the people who are thinking you're a ghost. Those are just, to be honest, acquaintances. You know what I mean? Those are just, I mean, I know you think those are your friends, but if they're not gonna check on you if you've gone for 2 months, 1 month, you know what I'm saying? You just gone, you know what I'm saying? They ain't gonna never know, oh, I haven't seen him in 2 years. All you know, he could be gone, you know what I mean? Like, so I feel like long distance relationships do become strong because of the communication you guys build and how well you guys know each other. So what I'm getting at, like, how well you guys know each other, I feel like it'll work. Like, depending on the commitment you guys make and how you guys really feel about each other. Because if that works, you guys are meant for each other. Like, that was destined. If a long distance relationship works, that is so hard. There's so much adversities you face in a long distance relationship. It's like, how you gonna do it? You know what I'm saying? I feel like it only works if you guys are really meant for each other.
I agree. I also feel like as a Christian, it makes it 100 times more easier. 100 times more easier, because as a Christian living in a world that's as it is now. Well, I keep saying as it is now, but like I feel like even before us, it was just as worse. It just people were blind to it. But as a Christian living in this world, if you think about it, you have to deal with so much more stuff when it's in person that you cannot really control. And as a Christian, you may want to control everything, but you can't. And that's just the truth. Like you can't. You can't. You're human. You just can't. I feel like it makes stuff 1,000 times more easier because you have, for one, you can set more boundaries that you can actually follow. For two, you're limited to do just whatever you want to do. And it's kind of like you're more strict on yourself and each other. So it helps things go a lot easier. That makes sense. Yeah, I think this was a really good video, actually.
Yeah, man.
I feel like he could have said a lot more, but he gonna be like, when the camera's off, he's gonna have a lot to say. He'll be like, I could have said this.
That's my first time on the camera. I'm shy.
Yeah, he's shy. But he would have a lot more to say. This one, he'd be having a lot to say. But I think this was still a really good video. I think we had a lot to say. You get it from different perspectives. You get it from a young generation, 2 different age groups, but still a young generation. I'm 18, so
20.
Yeah, so you guys get it from the young people's voices, but y'all want to hear. Y'all want the young people to speak up. We're speaking. Okay. So you hear it from 2 different perspectives. So I feel like, yeah, you have me who's really just to the books, and then you have him who's just like more open. So you get two different perspectives. But if you guys did like this video, please leave a thumbs up. Share this with your friends, families, uncles and aunties. Tell an auntie to tell another auntie, tell a cousin to tell a grandmama, tell her church friends, and tell everybody, right? And if you have any comments, please comment them below. Comment how you feel on this video. Comment your opinions, thoughts, and whatever you want to share with us. And without further ado, that's really it for this video. So anyways, guys, it's Divine D that she is out. Yeah.
My God on the line, he's always on time. He's G-O-D, the real G-O-A-T. He'll help you go from Saul to Paul. Remember, God's the one who paid it all. For this is how God loved the world. He gave his one and only son so that we could live, so that we can have eternal life and so we can live. Hey, that's my best friend, to the very end. How far we done got, he done got me to the top. Now I can't stop. That's my God, that's my best friend, Go back.